Hello everybody, welcome back for some more BioShock Infinite. I'm kind of glad that with these types of videos, when I do Let's Play type stuff, I don't have to... Wait a minute, did it not save? Did it not save my key? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't think it did. That's weird. Okay. So yeah, I guess I forgot to save it or something, or I don't know. Give me a sec, it might take a little bit to kind of get back in the groove of how this game plays again, just in case. It's been a bit. What is that noise? Okay, I think it's coming from outside. I'm like, my thing is off. I can't hear anything. And there it goes again. See, okay. I found out that the Steam achievements I was talking about, they don't actually exist. The achievements I'm getting don't exist. Like, I'm not actually getting those. And it's just the game's being weird. And wonky again, I guess, for some strange, odd-ass reason. But either way, we're back with more BioShock Infinite. I'm kind of glad that I can just butcher an intro and not have to restart completely. I can just say, oh, my bad. I meant to say, welcome back for some more BioShock Infinite. Or something. You know, I can easily do that. Because I've been doing a lot of hardcore and stuff lately, and... Oops, what the... Wait, why is it not... I don't know. Things are just being weird right now with me. That was very odd. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Oops. I right-clicked again because I'm an idiot. Yeah. I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. That's all. Die, fucker. Get out of here. Hey! We've been over this last time I killed you assholes. Don't be hitting me. That's not very nice. Yes, game, I'm well aware that I can switch weapons and all that other fun stuff, and it's all honky-dory and what have you. No, god damn it. See, this is why I hate having V as my melee attack thing. Because that was the thing that, you know, that does that in Apex. Oh, for crying out loud. It's just these guys just keep coming from nowhere, and they keep backing up, and then yada yada. Maybe I should have played this on console, because apparently I'm just really terrible on PC, I guess. I don't know why I'm this bad on PC, but I just am. The thing is with shields is, well, obviously you just kind of want to make sure you don't lose them and break. And there we go. Alright, so you get to see the first time we get to die. And looks like my computer's just going absolutely viciously wild over here, just screaming at me right now, like, what are you trying to record? What do you think? Thank goodness I have plenty of pistol ammo. Because if I didn't, this would hurt a lot. But yeah, so I've been doing quite a bit of hardcore and stuff lately. I just now got done commentating. No, I got done commentating all of my God Hand, my current guide. It's all commentated. I got the new series idea going and all the other fun stuff. Looks like I have to do this again. Okay, well, fine. Why not, I guess. It sucks, but oh well. It is what it is. I don't know about you guys, but I thought maybe the game would just autosave and everything would be fine. And hunky-dory, but I guess not, apparently. Sorry about all the clicking clackings. Some people probably like that, but I'm sure some don't. Is that bird shit? Yeah, that is. Well, yeah, because, I mean, this is a place filled with birds for reasons that will be shown very shortly. But either way, I've been doing, you know, I finished that guide, which I'm glad, because, you know, I can finally say that's finally over. God Hand on Hard is completed, not only for commentary, but just, you know, I beat the game. I beat it twice, actually, on hard. I did one playthrough, just on my lonesome to see if I could do it. And then I did it. And then I was like, wow, I did it. That's pretty cool. And then I was like, you know what? Alright. Now that I proved that I can do it, it's time to go ahead and record the entire game. And then I did it in like 3 days. And when I first... Not when I first ever played hard mode, but when I first beat hard mode. Because I have to make sure that everybody knows that. Because there are differences to it. When I first beat hard mode, it took me like, I think, maybe a month to do that, give or take. Maybe a couple weeks. I might be giving myself too much credit, but I don't remember down offhand how long exactly. But it was within the week time frame, I know that. And then when I beat it again for recording purposes, it took me about 3 days, if I remember correctly. That number sounds about right. You know what? Just because I keep getting brutalized, let's get some max health going here. I'll probably try... salts, to me, I don't really use salts very often unless it's just... particularly just to use possession on something, and that's usually about it. So, we might not upgrade that one very often, especially if the game's just not going to give me a ton, which I think I've noticed or found out that this version of the game I'm playing currently, I believe this has to be the 2013 version and not the remastered one, which I thought I bought BioShock. I mean, I have BioShock 1 and 2 remastered, unless, because like I know you can buy the BioShock collection and get all of them, but I thought I probably would have done that on Steam. But I don't know if you can do that on Steam, actually. But I know that, you know, there was a collection, of course. It could be one of those cases of, like, oh, yeah, you just bought them all, but here's this. But BioShock Infinite doesn't have the word remastered in it or something. I don't know. It's really weird. Unless I bought BioShock Infinite, like, a long time ago by itself, and then just alongside the other BioShocks outside the remastered collection, and then bought the remastered games by themselves. I'll have to look, because I'm curious, because the remastered version of this game had that thing where I was talking about where there's like just like a ton, it's like a room that's just filled, like the first room is just like filled with infusions and stuff, and you could just pretty much just get everything that way. But I do think, if I'm not mistaken, that there should be theoretically a way to get everything upgraded. Not just your weapons, but also like just everything. Well, there is a secret, quote unquote, secret technique. Here's our bookshelf. I think we have to move. Yeah, I knew it. I knew there was one around here. Like there was a bookshelf somewhere you can move. Time to go find the calendar, man. But yeah, the game has a lot of weird systems that you can play with to mess with, and not really weird. I guess pretty normal, but even then. Can you stop telling me I'm getting achievements when I'm not actually getting them? So, for example, even though I think this one is actually... If I'm not mistaken, I think that one... I think that piece of gear actually is a... Wait, hold on. How do I check my... How do I check my gear, man? Okay. Whatever, game. Whatever you say. I think I turned off tutorials, didn't I? I probably did. That was weird. Either way, that's gonna get really, really agitating real quick. Like it's already starting to piss me off. I could always just, you know, start over and do this on the PS3 version or something. I mean, I could easily just change course, but it don't matter. And what? This is why I hate talking about things, because I already forgot what I was trying to talk about a second ago. In the regard of like, oh, this thing, you know, or whatever I was trying to mention of me doing. I mean, I know I was talking about like the remastered versions and stuff like that, but I just wonder there's something else I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, like, oh, so yeah, the way to get everything upgraded. I'll talk about the gear system in a second, but The one trick... Are you kidding me? Dude, no, don't fucking do that. No. Are you shitting me right now? Don't do this to me. Dude. This isn't one of the new FNAF type games, man. You can't do this crap. Oh, that sucks. There, I think it just showed up like slightly. Alright, cool. Anyway... Basically, when you have Elizabeth with you, she can find little knickknacks all around the field. She can find money, she can find weapons for you. She's actually super useful. She doesn't get hurt. She's got a nice little power mechanic thing that she can do. Regardless, you know, if you like her or not, I would argue that I think that she has some use. And the funny thing is, if if you stand near a vending machine long enough, she'll say, hey, there's some money right here for you that you didn't find. And then you're like, well, what the heck? I searched everywhere. But okay, you randomly found money. Very cool. And she can keep doing that. I don't know if they patched it or not, but she can basically just keep doing that. And you'll pretty much just get infinite money in that way. It takes a long time. But it's something that you can theoretically do. And like I said, I don't know if they changed it. Sure, why not? We don't have any hats. And look, it's a little pipe wrench. It's a cute little reference to BioShock 1. How interesting. Most likely that has to be an Easter egg. I feel like there's a reason for it to exist. Not that they can't use pipe wrenches normally, because, I mean, you know, pipe wrenches are a thing. It's not just a BioShock thing. I don't just go to Home Depot and then be like, oh, wow, a pipe wrench from BioShock. That's a lie. I've done that a couple times. I'm not kidding. Well, I haven't said it aloud, but sometimes I think, like, I know these are, you know, real things, but yet I've played BioShock so much that my brain thinks that, oh, yeah, it's the thing from BioShock. How funny. How quaint. Kind of dumb. Careful when you're... I think it was this area, but there's, like, an area where you can get super drunk at, and it sucks. Because then you can just keep drinking and drinking and drinking, and everything's just blurry, like, all the hell and back. Because say one of these guys is a copper. Well, you know what? Why not? I thought you said it was... I mean, for a 70% chance for that to happen, that's an insane chance for that to happen. So the fact that it's happened quite often. She's innocent. She didn't do nothing wrong. Where is my location again that I'm going here? Should be not that way. Wait, actually, where the hell? Wait a minute. I think I flubbed up. Don't worry, I don't think I soft locked myself, but I think this is one of the... Yeah, that's right. It's just an extra little room you can go into. I kind of wish there was more stuff like that, I guess. Where things just had more secretive areas you can explore. I wish this was a bit more expansive. But at the same time, connected to... Okay, you know what? I used the word expansive wrong there. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I wish this game had more compact, not expansive, but more compact level design, that there are secrets even still in that compact level design. And I don't feel like the game feels disconnected, I guess. It's hard to explain, but there's like this feeling of like disconnect with the level design. And I kind of blame the sky aspect of that, because like everything obviously is literally and metaphorically disconnected. As in things just, well, they have to, you know, fly in and then connect to each other. It does kind of suck when you don't know that that's a thing that can happen, and then you're trying to get somewhere, you're like, oh, what's that thing over there? And then you have to wait like 5 minutes for it to come over to you. Or you might leave before it happens, and you're like, well, I didn't realize that was a thing I can go do, when you go watch like a video guide on finding all the secret stuff or whatever. Either way, at the end of the day, I still don't hate BioShock Infinite as much as I used to, especially. I still like this game enough. I just wish that it felt more attached ish, even though it's, again, hard to explain my full thoughts about it. It's a nice enough game. It's a nice enough shooter, and you know, the gun feeling, the guns feel nice. I would say. I don't mind the shield mechanic nearly as much. I don't mind that. I think having it's kind of nice. Basically, a secondary health bar is quite always fun. I mean, granted, you know, games of old do have the armor system after all, even though it's basically just much, much different than this. I am trying not to get myself cut right now. I'm trying to hide behind here so the turret doesn't catch me. So, anyway, let's talk about hardcore and stuff, because why not? I recently started up Uncharted 1. I finally, after all these years, after being on hardcore since like a decade ago, I'm not even kidding, I want to say I think I started hardcoring back in October of 2015, but it was somewhere around 2015. Either way, the year of 2015 is when I started hardcoring. I've been on Turd Monkey since 2008, which is crazy to think about. And don't worry, I'm not going to be that guy that's like, you guys owe me money, give me donations. I'm a legacy. I'm not that type. Even if I did get partnered, I probably still wouldn't even have ads. That's just how cool I am, I guess. I don't know. It's just one of the... We'll talk about YouTube stuff in a second, but, or that specific YouTube stuff. We can talk about that later. That's not important. What's important is my hardcoring content, because I started playing Uncharted 1 again. Like I said, it took me a long time to get to the point where I did that. I've had that in my backlog of wanting to do for years. Because I was, you know, I like Uncharted. I still do. And I might even decide to do Uncharted 4 during this slight little tiny marathon of stuff I've been doing. And then take a sort of slight break from just main Let's Play stuff for a bit. So just going to give you guys a heads up now that are watching. I figured once I finish BioShock Infinite, Shadow Warrior, Cultic, and I'm guessing most likely probably just Uncharted 4, because a long time ago somebody wanted Uncharted 4, and it's been a while since I delivered that, so hopefully they're still around and wanting to see some Uncharted content. But either way, that would be a nice plan. Then I can kind of focus on other stuff outside of, not only just outside of YouTube, but at the same time focus on hardcorean and get him going, because I do like my hardcorean content, not gonna lie. But after playing Uncharted again, it's like, wow, I'm having a blast. If you're wondering why don't I play brutal mode, well, I feel like doing crushing first would make sense, and then moving on to brutal mode in the future. Like, yeah, I could have just went backwards. Speaking of going backwards, I can't do it now. Okay, it's not worth it. I was gonna go back and do the vending machine and get the money out of it. That's like, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it right now. But regardless, having fun playing Uncharted again, and want to do more of that. I'm not gonna fall for that little trick. You know what? We'll upgrade Salt a little bit while we got the chance, because why not? Yeah, I know. I know what it does. Either way, that will be coming out, I think, probably Wednesday is when Uncharted should be starting. I've done 4 chapters by the time of this recording, which is like Sunday, July 13th or whatever, 7:30 at night. I finished 4 chapters and recorded commentary for 3. And chapter 4 is just a nightmare. Not gonna lie. Yeah, see, it just keeps re-popping up. I don't know why it's this game that does it. I don't know what's going on. Do I have to have a save file where I've beaten the game for it to stop? I mean, if I remember correctly, I think you can turn off Steam achievements to show up, but I actually don't play Steam nearly as much to know. It's kind of my fault, I guess. I mean, it is, regardless of how I see it. It is technically my fault. I should know these things, because I'm playing these games with it. Either way, all I can say is look forward to that. Look forward to some nice Uncharted content, possibly on this channel and the secondary channel at the same time. Maybe one day I should... I've been wanting to... I should write that down. Armored Core 6. I mean, I could always do a Let's Play of it, yeah, but that wouldn't be a bad idea. What if I did like a Let's Play of it in the future, and then right after I do a guide of it, so I can just kind of knock them both out at the same time, and have the ability to play the game again and just kind of know what I'm doing again. Because if I was going to do a guide of Armored Core 6, I'm going to do an all S-rank guide. Now, they did patch the game before I got, or right after I got the Platinum. So, I was able to get to fight those bosses in the most painful way back in the day, because they were very painful for a while. Doable, but it was mainly like the first main boss and then the Chapter 4 boss. And I did get the Platinum, so I got all the S ranks. And it wasn't too bad. There was a couple chapters that were kind of annoying, but it wasn't really all that bad. It's definitely doable. And I think, you know, if I get myself back into playing it, because it's been a while since I played the game. I got addicted to it for a while, and then I just stopped because I got the plat and I left, and that was about it. It happens. But Armored Core 6 is great. And then I tried playing some of the older Armored Cores. I'm sure like everyone else, because I'm unfortunately one of those ones that did not play Armored Core back in the day. So I am a filthy, plebeian, casual weeb. I know. I'm more than well aware of it. But I'm not the type to disrespect a game series just because I play the newest one. I understand what the older games are like, and I respect that, and I have no problem with that. I feel like some people just tend to kind of be douchebags when it comes to games getting redone. They're like, yeah, fuck all the old heads for playing, you know, for not liking the modern game because I like it better than them, and yada, yada, yada. Can't we all just get along? Just even a little bit. I mean, you know. But then again, there's also, of course, old heads like me that do bitch and moan about modern gaming and other specific things, I guess, with gaming. So, we're not all free, I guess, of our sin. Either way. I'm trying to think here. Sorry, I guess I really am getting old, huh? But either way, that's the, those are the plans. Armored Core 6 would be cool to do. And like I said, or I guess to finish up just a tad bit, I did get the first game. I played it for a while. I thought it was neat. And then I played the fifth, okay. It's the fifth game, but it's the other one. Verdict Day or whatever. Like, it's technically Armored Core 5, but I think it's like, not technically it is, or it's like a pseudo sequel to it. I'm not really sure. That one's neat, but that one's pretty damn hard, because like it really truly goes to show that Armored Core 6 was a completely different game. Like a completely more, I don't know if I'd say casual centric game, but without a doubt, definitely a game that wanted to get people into it. And the thing is, I have no problem with hard games. Like, I'm fine with that. These games are built to basically just kind of gatekeep themselves, which is nice. Because, like, when you get into, like, if you have a series you like, and it gatekeeps itself, that's never usually a bad thing, because there are people out there that will ruin your series if you're not careful. I hate when that happens, but it happens. Luckily, some things of mine tend to kind of gatekeep themselves, which is nice. And funny enough, Souls... Well, see that... Okay, the main problem with gatekeeping itself, though, is there is the chance that not everyone's going to get to play it, and it won't make any money back, because hardly anybody played it. Or at least it's niche enough to where only the niche market plays it. Thus, of course, creating the other problem where they won't get enough money or enough funds to make another game. She just lights herself on fire because she's, you know, crazy like that. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It's either the game keeps itself and it's still a good game series or whatever, whether it be niche or not. Well, it had to be niche at that point. Or it doesn't gatekeep, and then everyone can get into it, and then you just see tons of videos, like the dumbest videos imaginable, and just tons of people making money off of these stupid shorts and making dumb, stupid articles about how this game is basically just like Doki Doki Literature Club. It's like the thing that started it. It's like, oh my fucking god. Like the bare minimum research, and they just do it for clicks. But hey, at least your series gets noticed and it gets funds. Because like I feel like Souls, I think that works out perfectly. I think that can, well, it kind of gatekeeps a little bit, I guess, but at the same time, it's just enough to where, even though it does gatekeep a little bit, it at least gatekeeps out the wrong people. To an extent, I guess. We're gonna need this. Basically, it just makes it have an effect where they commit suicide after they've been possessed. Pretty nice. Pretty nifty. No arsenal thing yet, okay? Either way. But I don't mind having Souls have like a more casual reach to it too. Because even then, like even when they have a casual reach, they still don't really change from going from relatively difficult game to just stupid easy or anything like that. And that's what I want, you know. I want people to play these games at, I guess you could say, their strongest point and be like, I still like it. Like, I want people to play Demon Souls and struggle a bit, and then they just learn it, and they're like, oh, the game's not that hard. I get it now. Or like with Dark Souls, I mean, I still struggle with Dark Souls, but like even then, like with Dark Souls, it's like people sometimes, you know, eventually you just get it. You just know what to do. And there's always an easy mode in those games, and that's what annoys the hell out of me, is when people say these games need an easy mode. It's like, it's been there the entire time, you're just not paying attention, and it's very obvious, because you're bitching still about an easy mode. The whole Sekiro having an easy mode thing was really annoying, considering the fact that your easy mode is literally right in your hands. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, all you have to do is just block and parry. That's all you have to do. Once you understand when to block... The game is... Okay, so Lies of P has a pretty strict parry timing window. At least I feel like it does. I feel like it's got a super tight window to parry, which is fine. I don't mind that because, you know, it helps me learn and I get used to it. Maybe I'll do a Lies of P Let's Play too. Who knows? I've got a bunch of things I'm thinking about. But either way, like, I know I'm just beating a dead horse at this point, but yeah, the whole Sekiro having an easy mode, I mean, because in my opinion, Sekiro's parry system is super lenient, especially in comparison to Lies of P. You can kind of just, you can pretty much just block before the attack, like seconds before the attack even hits, and still relatively be able to manage a parry out of it. And it's such a good feeling game too. It's such a good feeling game when you get it down. And of course, you know, I can't highly recommend it enough. Both Sekiro and Lies of P. I do like Lies of P. The thing I like about Lies of P, though, is it kind of goes back to that Souls-like formula that I do like when it comes to level design, where Bloodborne kind of did the same thing, where it's essentially just a fork in the road type thing, where everywhere you go, for the most part, maybe not everywhere, but a lot of places you go will have like a fork in the road, and then you'll end up finding a shortcut going that way or something, and it just kind of hits that dopamine a bit, and it's like, that's really nice. Do you think Elizabeth knows who's in Paris? You think she knows that? Wait, this was 1912. Yeah. So that's pretty much the future. When did Revenge of the Jedi come out? Like 1980 something? I don't remember. Return of the Jedi, right? I should know this. I like Star Wars enough to know this. Why am I being stupid? How am I this dumb? Have I really forgotten my Star Wars? Oh no. I'm pretty sure it was Return of the Jedi, right? Episode 5, right? No, Episode 6 was Return of the Jedi. Episode 5 was, God damn it. You know, I can go look. Right now. I have them on Blu-ray. I can go do that. Don't worry, folks. I'm not normally this stupid, but it does happen from time to time. There's Revenge of the Sith, obviously, but that's Episode 3. Oh yeah, The Empire Strikes Back. God damn it. The best way for me to know, or to remember... I don't know why. I always get 5 and 6 confused with each other. I don't know how. They both have like a sort of like, they come back vibe with the name. Maybe it might have been like 19... No, I think the 90s is when the... Like, Episode 1 and stuff. No, 2000, I think, was like Episode 1 that came out. think it was like early 2000s. I'm pretty sure episode 3 came out when I was in middle school. And that was like 2006 or something, probably. Give or take. Also, this might just be a me thing, but I know this is a 2013 game, but the animations are kind of weird and wonky. I've always felt that, like, when you're directly looking at Elizabeth or just any of these characters, they kind of move and their facial movements are just so not there. You know, like when you have those games that you're not supposed to see these things off screen, and then you see it off screen, you're like, whoa, that's weird looking. I feel like that's how this game is. And again, I know that this game was rushed, and I think that Ken Levine had to rewrite the story, didn't he? Like halfway through. That could be Uncharted 4 I'm thinking of, which I'm still kind of pissed about that, by the way. Yeah, Amy Hennig was a writer for a few games, a lot of games, I guess. She's making a new one with a new company, thank goodness. But even then, still, she was basically the person behind Uncharted's story. I don't think she's the only technical one. I mean, as far as I know, she was like the main one behind it. And then Neil Druckmann decides to just show up. Even though he's been there for a while, he decides to climb the corporate tower and kick her out. And say, you know what? As a feminist, I'm going to kick out this woman from her job and then take it over and then make absolute schlop and then discredit the person that helped me make The Last of Us, that helped me co-write or co-direct The Last of Us 1. He gets no credit for helping whatsoever, because fuck him. I'm Neil Druckmann. I can do whatever I want. That whole shebang. I can go on for days and days and days about how much I just despise the idea of Neil Druckmann existing in the world of Naughty Dog and how much he's basically ruined one of my favorite gaming companies that made fantastic games, such as Keith the Thief and Way of the Warrior, or whatever it was called, that weird fighting game thing they made. Those are probably the most remarkable games I can think of that they've done in the past few years. What is this, 1992? Okay. I love Crash Bandicoot. I think that goes without saying. I absolutely love Crash Bandicoot. Although nowadays I don't play him nearly as much. I tend to get kind of bored a lot quicker, I guess. Except for Crash 1. I like playing Crash 1. Maybe it's because I played them so much that I've just gotten tired. I need a little break from, you know what I mean? But I also love the Jak and Daxter series, which, funny enough, Jak 1 used to be my favorite. Well, actually, at first it was Jak 2, because I thought, like, oh, I love the story of Jak 2. It's really good. It's really cool. But the game was always piss hard. And then, just like with our Sekiro and Souls talk, I learned it. I learned how to play the game. I learned what the devs wanted me to learn. And it opened my eyes, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah, the game's difficult, but, like, now I understand what you're supposed to do. It's a game about aggression and using your weapons in the correct moments. Not just using them willy-nilly because you feel like it, but just more so, like, you know, that's Jak 3. Like, each weapon has a purpose. And it's like, oh, I get it. Being aggressive. Because you got the punch combo thing where you punch and you can shoot after and do a specific new move with it. Like the blaster, for example, shoots a 3-round burst for like a couple seconds. And when you get that, it's like, oh. And then Jak 3 is just like, just to have some guns, have fun, and just go blow shit up, I guess. And I like Jak 3. I do. I'll get to doing a Let's Play at some point, but it'll probably end up being a co-op one. Even though I've done all the other Jaks not co-op, which I could always go back and do them co-op to make up for it, because my brother, he's a Jak fan. He likes Jak. And then my friend is like me. He's a Ratchet fan. Yeah, I'm actually a fan of both, really. I'm a fan of Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter, both. Sly Cooper, I play them, but I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of Sly Cooper. But I do like me some Sly 2, and then over the years I started to really get attached to Sly 3 as well. I never thought it was bad, but I just always preferred Sly 2. Yeah, I don't know about you, but these animations are just kind of wonky. And again, like I said, I know it's 2013, but it just still feels kind of off. Because like around this time, like 2013 was the same year where Last of Us came out. Now, there's always a thing of like art direction, right? Where it's like, oh, well, what if the possibility is they just, well, they might not have had the proper devs to do it. Well, that could be the case. Or just maybe it's an art style thing and it doesn't work very well if it looks too natural or whatever. And sure, that's fine. But I feel like with this game, everyone in like the community always tried pushing things like about how great it is and how great the story is and yada yada yada. But I see all these things, that these glaring issues that I have with it. Complete bias, by the way, of course. But I just all these things that kind of bug me a little bit, and it's like, yeah. Now I'm not gonna be that guy and say BioShock 1's perfect. I mean, there's plenty of stuff I don't like about BioShock 1. I mean, hell, there's entire levels that just I don't want to replay. That happens. You know, we all have our favorite stuff, but I'm not against critiquing my own things that I like. I critique games because I like games. I critique this stuff because I want stuff to be good. I want stuff to be functionally good. That doesn't mean it has to be the best thing ever. I mean, it could be short and sweet. It could just be, you know, like these quote-unquote animation issues I'm talking about. You know, I'm not an animator, of course, so I'm not gonna dig into it too hard. I'm just saying that it's a little uncanny and off-putting, but other than that, like, I can ignore it because I get to play a game that I find shooting-wise to be fun. You know, I have some fun when I play it, and that's all I care about. Which reminds me, I don't have it yet, but Ion Phantom came out like a while ago, and it's on sale again for like $10. I'm thinking about it. It's got huge mixed reviews. People are like, yeah, it's kind of shit or whatever, yada yada yada. They preferred Iron Fury and stuff like that. Is it Phantom Fury? I think it's Phantom Fury. I think I got that wrong again. But either way, looking at the gameplay now, because I kept up with it for like a small bit. I was like, oh, they're making a 3D version of Iron Fury, and then I stopped thinking about it for a while, and then it came out, and I forgot about it. And then I saw like the gameplay from the Steam trailer thing, and I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's alright. I mean, for $10, it's probably worth it, though, right? Could be. Yeah, I just want to make it known that when I say things on here, unless I say specifically like I'm being dead serious or I'm being dead honest, I'm not trying to say like I'm a liar, but you know, don't take everything I say to heart. If I say something you disagree with and you're just really upset by it, you could just, you know, just tell me like, hey man, that take is complete garbage. But don't say it, well, say it in a nice way. Don't be a dick. That's all I ask. Like, I'm okay to agree to disagree. You know, if people hate BioShock 1 because it's not BioShock Infinite, I personally think that's kind of a dumb reason to hate it for, but if you have a legitimate reason of like, well, I prefer having a sprint, I prefer two guns instead of an arsenal or something like that, you know, okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. Don't bother me none, you know. Like I said, as long as we're just nice to each other, we can get along and we can agree to disagree. We all have our favorites, and yeah. Because, like, I guess one of the more weirder things that I like is I like the older South Park games. I do. And I like the newer ones, except for I don't find Fractured But Whole that funny. But I think Stick of Truth is hilarious. But I do like the gameplay for the most part for Fractured But Whole. Just saying. Like, I do think that Stick of Truth was way funnier. Also, this is one of those weirder moments where I will be honest. Elizabeth looks nice here. Maybe it's because of the glow, the lighting or whatever that happened, but she looks nice. And then it just goes eventually just back to default weird Elizabeth PS2 look. Nah. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love PS2 games. Don't worry. That's another thing too. Is like a lot of time I tend to joke about things, so don't take it. Like I said, don't take everything too seriously. Well, like I said, you know, I do say things, and sometimes things slip out on accident that either I mean or I don't mean to say. And then, see, now it just sounds like all I do all day is just, all I do is just say slurs all day. That's what it sounded like in context for what I said. This is the problem with me and my Let's Play content, is like, I'm just talking and I'm just going about my day and just saying whatever, and then it happens to be, well, something stupid, probably. My brain no brain very good, I guess. Oh, that was a strong drink. But yeah, another mechanic of Elizabeth is her ability to lockpick things. However, you do need to find hairpins in order to unlock various specific things that usually sometimes require 5 lockpicks to open. And I don't know if you can get everything in that regard, but at the very least, maybe you can. Hold on, I'm just checking things. Don't mind me. Yep, there we go. We're next to a vending machine, and then we get a coin drop, and there you are. Another dollar bill. I can't hack it, unfortunately, because I can't use my plasmids just yet. God damn it. Sure. And then there's the couple from earlier. I don't remember what happens if you don't. Or, I don't know, I don't remember what happens if you throw the ball at them, though. I think I did that one time back in the day to see if there's any differences whatsoever. And there is a difference. I'm not doing that. I just can't remember dead offhand what it was. Yeah, it's just one of those things where... Wait. Decrease shield... Yeah, let's do that instead. I think the shield delay thing might be fucking me over. I'm over here having a hard time trying to figure out and read what's going on. That can't be possible. One of these things, I was going to say, one of these things has money underneath it. I'll try to see if I can find like a save point here. Something to be a considerable checkpoint. And then, of course, something... I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out. I may have noticed it like a long time ago when I first played the game. I don't know. This just shows how dumb and out of touch I am. But this side of the area is clean. And also very, very nice. Very fancy. Right? It's all very fancy looking. But then you compare it to the other side... And it's very destroyed and distraught and broken down and nasty. And if you put 2 and 2 together with how this game handles, let's just be honest here, racism, then yeah, you could pretty much guess what's going on. And it took me a while. Like when I played it earlier this year, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I just caught on to that. I'm so stupid. Because I just wasn't paying any attention. I thought nothing of it. I'm like, this side's just weirdly dirty and that side's just weirdly not. Okay. It must be a game design thing where they just want to make them look different. Little did I know, it took me a while to figure it out. Like I said, I might have figured it out when I was younger, but I haven't played it since, like, I haven't played the game since, like, this year. This is probably my 3rd time playing it this year. I'm not kidding. We can start this one next time, because... Yeah, let's do that. Let's start this one next time. Alright, anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time for some more BioShock Infinite. And, of course, as always, take care, everybody.